I think that after COVID, there was a big drop off in travel courses. In the economics department here at Dyson College at Pace University, we wanted to start to reverse that trend as best we could. So we searched for a location that we thought would be unique and intriguing. Several of us decided on the idea of Cuba because of the fact that, number one, Pace hasn't sent a travel course to Cuba in over 20 years. And number two, it's very close to the United States, so it's not a very time-consuming journey. And number three, there's so many interesting things to be learned from the point of view of sociology and anthropology, and it should appeal to culture and political science and economics. Anyone, who has any of those interests in the slightest way. Several ways. Number one, we have guest speakers during the fall semester visiting our class, including the ambassador to the Cuban mission of the UN, several noted experts, economists, and cultural and political experts on Cuba. We're going to be working on a project with a Cuban Center for Immigrants in New Jersey, going to provide immediate contact with Cuban culture and values and ideas. Number three, what we've done is on our itinerary, once we arrive in Cuba and visit Havana and Trinidad and Santiago, we're going to have ample time to interact with people at open markets where they purchase their food using a coupon book. They are selling arts and crafts and other goods, listening to music and walking around shops, citing little things to buy, trinkets and stuff. We have a largely market-driven economy, and Cuba's economy is primarily a communist economy, which is state-controlled and state-directed. Although we're not purely a market economy, we have government involvement, and they're not purely state-controlled. They have private companies as well beginning to develop. The contrast between our economy and economic culture is diametrically different from Cuba's. So Americans who grew up in the United States and only see one way of living or doing things and interacting with each other and acquiring goods and services are going to be able to, for the first time, make a direct comparison in their lifestyle compared to a country which chose to pursue a more socialistic endeavor. That's something that you can't read about. That's something you have to go and see and talk to people about. And then you go way beyond the theory in any book. And you can make up your own perceptions and your own opinions about the differences in the two systems. Oh, accommodations are going to be better than they live in even in a Pace dorm, I would say. Our tour operator that we partnered with in Cuba sent me photos and video of the hotels and B&Bs where we're going to be staying, and they are beautiful. One opens up right onto the beach. You literally have a 150-foot walk to get to the pure blue ocean there. The others are comfortable and not at all cramped, and I think the students will be very, very comfortable the entire time. We also have an air-conditioned motor coach that allows us to tour wherever we go with its own water supply and our own translators and guides on board. The way the course is set up, it's taught by 3 instructors, 2 from the economics department, 1 from sociology and anthropology. We're coordinating our syllabus very carefully. In fact, we're all going to be in the room at the same time with the students. So it's going to be more like a seminar and very interactive. And we're going to teach techniques of analysis that are not just quantitative, but also qualitative in order for people to investigate issues. How do you really get to the bottom of what's going on? How do you really recognize differences between countries? How do you do that subjectively and objectively in an orderly and an intelligent way? And I think that kind of training is going to last for them and for us. for the rest of our lives.